My lord, I'm afraid you were right when you said these hostilities wouldn't end at Pribyslavitz.
That comes as no surprise.
What has happened?
The men reported 2 more attacks today.
Ah, Henry. I'm glad you're here. It seems like we'll have another task for you. Come and join us.
My lord.
Greetings, lad.
The bandits raided a few remote hamlets, but that's the least of our worries. They also attacked Mrhoedach, and that's a much more serious matter.
Mrhoedach. Matthias is working there.
They attacked right after the battle in Pribyslavitz. Bastards are probably trying to prove they're still strong. But there's a silver lining. The villagers held them off, and they even took 1 captive. He's wounded, but we can still interrogate him.
Your Graces, I hope I'm not intruding.
On the contrary, Master Tobias. Unlike Bernard, you are the bearer of good tidings. Or so I gather from the coin you carry. Tell me, how many groschen did we find in Pribyslavitz?
My lord, I'm sorry, but my news is no better than Captain Bernard's. These coins are very good. That is to say, well-made facsimiles, as we call them.
What? I don't give a fuck what you call them. I want to know what they're fucking worth.
That's just it, sir. They're worth nothing.
Are you saying what I think you're saying, Master Tobias? This here
is just a pile of copper.
Kurva! Fuck!
Plated with silver, so it's still of some worth.
Kurva! Fuck!
Is it a lot of work to make such counterfeits, Master Tobias?
I should say so, sir. Highly demanding work. Especially to make such plausible forgeries. They would need a well-hidden foundry, several craftsmen, and a source of material.
But they could just be brought in from somewhere else, could they not?
Well, they could, but then again, the silver mines are nearby, and these groschen seem freshly minted, so...
So we are facing a foe who has almost limitless sources of coin. That's all we need.
Doppeltel.
Well, gentlemen, it's clear what we have to do. Interrogate that captive bandit, find out their numbers, and promptly cut off their supply of money. Otherwise, they'll soon have another encampment.
If they haven't already.
I doubt it, sir. Mrhoedach wouldn't have been able to hold them off if they did.
Well, lad, I said we'd have work for you, but it never crossed my mind there would be this much. You've already proved your worth as an investigator, so I'm putting my faith in you again. Go to Mrhoedach and question that captive. Find out where those brigands are hiding, how many there are, and what they're planning. And while you're at it, see if you can find some clues as to where this counterfeit coin is coming from.
Very well, sir.
Good luck. We're counting on you. All of us. Come report to me as soon as you know anything. I'll be at the lookout point near Talmberg.
Всем доброго времени суток, с вами снова я, Сойка. Мы продолжаем проходить Kingdom Come Deliverance. У нас сейчас задание ехать в Мрхоеды. Это что? Простите. Это какая-то второстепенка. Окей, это DLC-шная. Как вы заметили, у меня новые наплечники. Ну, как сказать, дерьмо. И в прошлый день в Kingdom Come я участвовал в турнире. И мне вот дали вот эти наплечники слепые. Они хуже и выглядят хуже моих миланских и стоят мелко. То есть, в отличие от латных рукавиц, они дерьмо. Я думаю, Кстати, как вы видите, я без парчевой куртки. Я решил ее пока не продавать, но и решил пока и не пользоваться. Что я могу сказать? Встретимся в Мрхоедах. Вот я и уже добрался до Мрхоедов, и уже вот этот дым не предвещает ничего хорошего. Мертвые и сожженные тела коней тем более. Я тут хотел вам одну историю поведать. Когда я сражался за перчатки, то моим последним соперником был некий черный Смит. Ну или как его назвали у нас, черный Петр. В итоге, сейчас, давайте-ка начнем квест. Я пока... Мельхар.
Are you Melikar?
Aye, that's
Я
me.
сейчас помазался, посмотрите, как
I
сияет
need
мой
to speak with
успех.
the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Sir Radzig won't help us with that. Any more
Ты
than he
чё,
helped us when we
крестьянин,
were
ты на
attacked.
кого? Ты на пана напал?
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Так, понятно. Короче, в этой серии будем разбираться с
Since
мором.
you served
Ну
Sir
вот это вот
Radzig, you might be of some
косичка
use.
торчащая.
If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Your hand, I think her name
Ой,
is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery.
так,
Probably our best hope.
господи.
Thank you, at least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us,
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease.
it's hard to say. My wife is feverish.
Лихорадит,
Others
озноб,
have others still are
рвёт.
breaking out in sores.
болельщики
Why
покушают.
don't you see for yourself? People talk.
Very well. I'll make the...
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses. But don't...
That I can...
Good luck to you.
Все наши старые знакомые искаются. Наш друг болеет. Вот самое неприятное для нас. Братишка. Барышник. Братишка. Это ты? Братишка.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate.
Да.
You're here as his envoy?
Если ты не видишь. Ну давайте.
He took me into his garrison.
Hal, the blacksmith's boy, in the service of his lordship. Who'd have ever thought it?
Ну,
My luck
видите
hasn't been
же.
so good.
You survived. That's something to thank God for.
True enough. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease
Я
spreading.
приехал, чтобы помочь тебе, братишка. Я чё потом
Folk are
кидал
saying it's the
какой-то?
plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals.
Damn. Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't.
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all.
Tell
Так,
me
давай-ка
about
про
those-
набег.
What do you want to know?
Все.
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melikar let him have it over the head with a flail.
Цепом
And
по
now he's
голове,
locked up
потом
in the barn.
заберу.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melikar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I can tell you what he'll do with him. He'll hand him over to Sir Radzig.
I doubt Melikar will let him go willingly. The folk here are baying for blood. Lives have been lost. First the raid, and now this plague.
Ну, знаете, война.
Can you describe the raiders?
I
Давай.
don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About
20.
20 of them. They weren't humans, though.
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods...
Видимо, они в таком же дерьмовом обмундировании, как те, которых мы вынесли две серии, одну серию назад.
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melikar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what...
What? You mounted in a...
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing that... A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were...
Так, я понял, я лучше в этой деревне не буду к женщинам приставать, я понял.
When did this plague stop?
The day after the raid. The horses were lying down in the stable, so by afternoon they were all dead. Then other animals started getting
А какие
What are the
признаки?
signs that someone's getting
Поясни
sick?
к нам.
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so either way, the animals are dropping like flies.
Но это не чума. Это
Who's ill
понятно.
now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much.
Но это не чума. Так, ладно. Отдыхай. Братишка, отдыхай. Какое у меня тут еще задание стоит? Что-то у меня журнал тут стоит. У меня вор видит издалека. Не хочу пока. Настоящий друг. Вот это еще надо сделать. Так, давайте работаем пока по Мрхоедам. Так, ладно. Давайте начнем вон с того вот края. Пойдем по домам. Просто... Ага. Так, вот этот дом помечен у нас. Просто в каждый зайдем, который... Так. Но это не чума, знаете, в чем прикол? Это не чума. Они говорят про чуму, но... По разговору это...
Mama. Jesus, lad, what are you doing here? Can't you...
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me to help.
God bless you, boy. It's about...
I need to know exactly what you're...
Oh, I see. Well, I have a dreadful fever. My wife, too.
Is there anything else?
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit just pours out of me.
Знаете, отравление, наверное, какое-то.
I'll try to bring help.
Wait a minute, will you?
So tell me.
I need to write my will.
I might manage that.
Excellent.
Yes.
I, Vincent, son of Vincent, grandson of Vincent, I bequeath all to my cousin Dobesh, at this time the cobbler in Janovitz. In no event shall my prodigal son Elias, the lay about and good for nothing,
Elias.
inherit a single groschen.
Что-то я не помню. По-моему, мы его еще
customs and
можем
traditions aside.
встретить.
Should I write that too?
Yes.
Пиши.
And then write, the executor of my last will is to be my good friend.
Ага.
Anything else?
This will was written down by. What is your name?
Давай.
Henry. Presently in fealty to Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Well, I never. That will add some weight. Here, take my ring so Fabian will know it to be truly from me.
Хорошо.
Yes. Go now.
Я, наверное, сделаю это, но все-таки последняя воля. Жалко человека. Просто жалко. Просто солидарен. Так. Следующая халупка. Здесь, кстати, никто не...
No.
Так, понятно. Но это не чума. Знаете, вот в чем прикол? Это не чума. Они говорят про чуму, но в те времена все называли чумой. Если по-честному, так сказать. Во-вторых, их рвет, и, так скажем, у них жидкий стул. Если совсем без цензуры. Так, поздравляю.
Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I hold straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't take my...
Ха-ха. Слушайте, а он неплохо прокатил.
Calm down.
You're telling me to calm down.
Because if you don't calm down, I'll make you regret it.
Oh, now we're...
Твою дивизию опять.
Mist!
Что я? Тьфу. Ненавижу вас всех. Где его тут жена лежит?
Fever. Just like Melchar's wife.
Так, получается, вот это холпа Мельхара. Отличненько. Кстати, вон еще известь. Погнали туда. Что я хотел рассказать? Я вам хотел рассказать про Черного Дама. Короче, возвращаюсь я... Давай, дивизию.
My name is Henry.
It's long past time. The Lord's... And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicted...
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband.
Of course I'll help.
Thank you. We have to...
I understand.
Thank you.
Короче, вот на такой грустной мелодии пошли копать могилу. И я вам расскажу историю. Короче, возвращаюсь я, по-моему... после задания, когда я ездил разгребать весь завал. Когда я был на разведке, я потом ходил. И я когда возвращался, прям, смотрите, возле дома пешка на меня нападает этот черный Адам. Он на меня просто берет и нападает. Вот что самое, так скажем, было для меня шоком. То есть я еду возле дома пешка, меня кто-то там кличет, я такой совсем обалдел, останавливаюсь, слезаю.
Will you please tell me?
Certainly. My husband had the fever all over.
Токсинный жар.
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rock.
Thank you.
Ну, я говорю, это не чума, это, скорее всего, какое-нибудь там пищевое отравление. Ну, или на крайний случай что-нибудь еще. Так вот, он на меня нападает, я забегаю на территорию пешки, и там просто всем посрать. Вот реально, пофигу.
Brother.
Ну
Yes,
да.
it's...
Everyone is nearly here. Wait, you're not my brother? You're one of those brutes, brother!
Brother, don't you recognize me? I was gone for a long time. I come back home.
Yes. I'm thirsty. Terribly thirsty. Take care now.
Так, ну ладно, мы всю инфу, я так понимаю, собрали. Так вот, и все. Вот такая вот история. Кстати, я продал вещей, и у нас, кстати, около 6К. Ну, это так просто, к слову. Ладно. Я думаю, я поеду. Народ, я тут приехал к дому Пета, если кто-то помнит то, что у нас такой человек был в одной из серий. Как видите, он уцелел. Я вот чего хотел сказать вам. Я много раз спасал его. К сожалению, в этот раз у нас не получилось спасти Пета. И как вы видите, дом цел. А когда я спасал его, то есть они прибегали и сжигали дом. Поймите, насколько это такая хорошо продуманная игра. То, что тут просто берется и сжигается дом, если вы спасаете Пета. А если вы не спасаете Пета и Пета умирает, то дом остается цел. Вот такое вот вам наблюдение. Ладно, поехали в Сазаву. Дамы и господа, я вернулся в Сазаву, в монастырь, уже доехал. Йоханка, здравствуй.
Greetings, Henry.
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Mrhoedach was attacked.
Oh God. How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm.
Матуш или Матей? Все-таки.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Mrhоедах. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, he may know how to deal.
Very well, I'll try.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
May the Lord watch over you.
Так. Здравствуй, дядь.
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Mrhоедах. Johanka said that you might be able to...
A disease, you say?
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help?
I can't say at this point. I need to tell me, has the whole...
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have, around half the...
Mrhоедах? Isn't there a stud farm there?
Yes, there's a stud farm.
I can't sleep again.
And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens...
That is most What are we to do about it? Do you know the symptoms?
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes
Так,
here in the library.
отлично.
Describe the
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So far...
So, where should we start?
Evidently there's something amiss in the...
In the what?
The digestive tract, Henry.
Right.
The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
Так, ну не надо. В желудке скажи. Там, где обычно меч оказывается.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarium de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from...
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical works into... Study the breviary carefully. I'll try the proven classics. Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen's Magnum Opus. May the Lord watch over you.
Так, отлично. Читаем книжки. Вот это мне, да, читать? Как распознать хвори, исходя из знаний о гуморах и жидкостях? Так, введение.
There's truth in the old saying.
Тело стремится избавиться от слизи. Дифтерия. И появляется лихорадка с жаром. Судорожным кашлем. Кашля у них нету. Язва на шее, нижней части. Так, не буду дальше чесать. Мелкие животные не страдают, а там подохли куры, то есть сразу в жопу. Дизентерии, симптомы которой различны. Чаще всего это мучительные обильные, тошнота, будет ужасная жажда. Это дизентерия. Хотя животные ей не болеют. То есть это либо дизентерия, либо дифтерия. Ну, это либо дифтерия, либо дизентерия, да. Интересненько. У нас же был где-то мором. Так, че журнал? И у нас еще последняя воля замечания. Заедем. Слушайте, я не хочу налажать с этим заданием. Поэтому мне пофиг. Пью спасительный шнапс и иду под градусом к брату.
I think I have it.
Yes?
Холера, брюшной тиф, отравление воды. Давайте попробуем отравление воды.
It's poisoning.
Really? That sounds rather unlikely. But if Master Johann of St. Paul's says we shall have to prepare some...
I could help with that.
Really?
Yes.
An ordinary fellow who knows the arts of physic? Who would have thought it?
I'll get started right away.
I, meanwhile, shall head straight...
Mrhoyed.
Oh, yes, Mrhoyed.
Thank you, brother. Good luck, brother.
And to you,
Он будет лечить, я даже его сейчас не буду просить. Ладно, что там надо? Отрава, неубивое, спасительный шнапс, отвар из кальяна. Это у меня все свалено. Зупа. Есть проблема, у меня нету угля и валерий... Нет, у меня нету угля. У нас начались проблемы. Ух ты. Надеюсь, что это реально то, что мы... Надеюсь, я правильно определил. Чё он орёт? Спиритус. Мрхоедах. Ладно, что там надо? Приготовить чистую воду, горсть валерьяны, 2 горсти чертополоха и немного угля. Бросить чертополох в котел и кипяти в течение 2 оборотов. Добавь валерьяну и кипяти в течение 1 оборота. Дай отвар, в самом конце добавь уголь, но не кипяти. Спасибо. Знаете, в чем прикол? То, что сколько я раз не пытался выполнить... Где это... Короче, сколько я раз не пытался, я почему-то это у меня никогда не получалось. Но я не помню, что я брал в прошлые разы. Так, ладно, поехали. Я вначале хочу отдать записку. Господи. Ты чё пискнул? Ты чё в сечь? Вообще борзел. Где вход? Я не помню. Кстати, я вам хочу по секрету сказать, то, что однажды я купил индульгенцию. Она... Ой, никогда не покупать. Это просто деньги на ветер.
Father, Vincent of Mrhoyed sent me to you.
What's the matter, my son?
Заметьте, даже эхо есть.
I'm bringing Vincent's last will and testament.
Almighty Father, be merciful. What happened?
Master Vincent has been taken seriously ill. A disease has spread in Mrhoyed.
Yes, I did hear that people are sick in some village, but Vincent is still alive.
Yes, for now.
Let us hope the good Lord will leave him here with us a while longer. Thank you for bringing...
Thank you, Father.
Farewell.
Спасибо. Можем чисто интеллигенцию. Кстати, серебряное кольцо, я так понимаю, осталось при нас. Ладно, мы с вами уже встретимся в Мрхоедах. Поговорим с бандитом, если он выжил, и если я ничего не напутал. И закончим эту серию.
We found out what... And? You should check where your water's coming from. Nick...
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well?
I have my suspicions.
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young Straw. Good luck to you.
Итак, дамы и господа, мы вернулись к нашему... к нашей... блененным людям. Так. Где Никодим? Никодим! Где ты, зараза? Вот ты где.
So, here I am.
It doesn't look good at all, my boy. Do you have the...
Yes, here...
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. I'll see to the straw fam. They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer. Despite his terrible...
Perhaps I'll be able to convince them.
I hope so, but in the short while I've been here, I found the locals to be...
Ха-ха, завидным упрямством. Окей, так. Начнем ходить по домам. Ну чё?
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Who are you?
Спасите.
My name is Henry, and I'm...
Oh, you'll have an easy job with me.
How so?
I won't give you any problem.
That's sensible of you.
I'm a sensible man.
Ну,
Only
давай.
I'd like to get it over quick and not keep the Ratte executioner busy too long.
I understand.
What do you want to know?
Everything. First, tell me who's behind all this. Who do you follow?
I follow the coin, lad. We all do.
That's not news to me, but who pays the coin?
Слушай, давай без метафор.
Runt, like all the men in Pribyslavitz. And Runt got his money from the chief. And the chief had the coin minted.
Who's the chief? The bandit leader?
Bandit? If he heard you say that, he'd have your head on a spike. That's the kind of man he is. Nobody...
So he's a foreigner?
Don't think so. For sure he ain't Czech. And he's got plenty of...
Judging by how he looks?
Чё он там сказал?
Don't think...
Judging by how he looks?
More by the way he talks. Any man can dress up like nobility.
Ну понятно. Где этот гет?
I've no idea. After Pribyslavitz, he ordered us to raid Mrhoedach, but he wasn't with us. He went off.
So the chief isn't...
You could say. I'd say you're looking...
How's that?
You ask who's in charge and who answers to who. Only this, there was all sorts of gangs in Pribyslavitz, big and small. Robber barons who had their own brigades calling them. Men came, men went. Lots of squabbles, the occasional murder.
I suppose so.
It was one big muddle. The main thing was I didn't give
Слушай,
a damn who the chief was or what he had in mind or whether he had one ball or two.
Слушай, мне насрать на Гетмана.
How did you know about Pribyslav?
A fellow by the name of Moorcock. We met near Kuttenberg.
Ну он уже мертв.
I was robbing burghers who were fleeing the town from Sigismund's army.
Why did you attack Mrhoedach?
The chief himself gave us the order. I reckon he wanted to show...
So he's planning more raids?
The chief's always planning something.
So you knew the coin was...
Так, давай по монету.
I brought those groschen to Privis.
Did you? And where did the
Нифига себе, вот
forgeries
это
come
нам
from?
свезло.
Like,
Сценарист,
where
спасибо.
were they made? I don't know. Some we used to meet at the charcoal piles near Rovna, by the crossroads there.
So Menhart's waiting there?
Might be, might not. He could have heard what happened.
And does this
Так.
Menhart...
How should I know? To me, he's just another link in the chain.
I see. So I suppose there's no point asking you if...
It'd be a waste of breath. All he did was give me...
Who else knows about...
Apart from the chief, Menhart, Runt and me, there was a few others. The men got some real money too with the false stuff. It'd be...
You said you used to
Так,
bring
что
other
это
things.
еще?
letters. Menhart would give them to me for the chief.
Have you still got that letter?
Aye. The yokels round here ain't got much interest.
Give it to me then.
I'd be delighted.
What were the letters of...
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be trusted to carry letters, would I?
Ладно, все.
That's all I need to know.
For now, for the love of Christ, boy, don't let the...
That's for Sir Radzig.
Я не хочу за тебя впрягаться. Ты разбойник.
I think old Straw's come for the brigand.
Положи нож.
From that Eden, young fella.
Нож положи.
You can't kill me! Not just like that!
Shut the fuck up, you weasel, and keep it fucking shut! You don't even get a say! Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's... Don't stand in my way, Melikar! Let Henry decide. He's the one who saved his life.
Его палач повесит.
Let's talk about it.
To hell with that. That Orson kid.
Ой, господи.
I understand, Straw, truly. I lost my parents. They were slaves.
What of it? My parents are dead too. My father was kicked by... You don't know what you're talking about.
Listen to me, Straw.
Now where's the justice?
Do you really want
Блин.
If I have to.
Иди к черту.
I've got no time.
Strong words for a stripling like you. We'll fight for...
Are you out of your mind?
Ha! Shit you...
Окей.
I've got no...
Strong...
Then let's not...
If that's...
Where is
Bugger!
Where's that burglary?
Quitting?
Надо было сразу сказать то, что он... Слушай, ты урод. Я тебе сказал, это мой. Ясно? Собирайся. Поехали отсюда. Дебильные кметы. Быстрый переход. Господи, сколько я тебя не видел. О, да. Наслаждайтесь, потому что это еще не скоро мы снова увидим. Эх. Хорошо выглядит. И главное, быстро и без проблем. Хотя, что я вру? Честно говоря, по таймингу иногда проще самому довести свой индрижиха до места. Ах, куда нам сейчас? Боюсь... нам же сейчас надо на этот смотровой пост под Пальмберг. Но, я вам так скажу, мы не пойдем ловить Мелихарта. Мы пойдем по сайд-квестам. О, да. Потому что не лень. Я не хочу заниматься вот этим. Так, ты следи Если что, я приду, я тут твою перережу глотку. Если он мне наврал. Вон он где. Удачи тебе.
Good to see you, lad. Sir Hanush told me you won his tourney.
И он теперь... Так. У нас тут есть... Могу ли я для вас что-нибудь сделать? Давайте проверим.
May I be of service?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafar has been asking for someone reliable to...
The chief engineer? Is it about Scallots?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafar has, well, evil for...
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, you'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar. For the time being...
Certainly. Where do I find...
Where? Now that's a good question. He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal. Goodbye.
Это сайт-квест, которым мы займемся после того, как ему расскажем о событиях в Мрхоедах.
How does it look then?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Scallots. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Что я могу вам сказать? Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ну, давайте сейчас закончим. Всем пока. Заранее говорю просто.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to Pribyslavitz. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Good luck, then.
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
What is it?
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Good luck, son.